Be back into a false sense of security. I know it.
It's all right.
Oh, there it is.
Back in the booth, yeah, we cooking the flame. Boys with the heat, yeah, remember that name. Season 3 savage, no hole in his back. We dropping these takes like a bomb in Iraq. The sports on table, we keeping it raw. Talking that talk, no breaking the law. Package the Braves, we cover it all. Fantasy ball, man, we making the call. Charles beyond chaos, that guy. Bring that smoke, no need to deny. 3 years on the mic and we still go live. Podcast games, we destined to drive.
Coming at you like a cobra in the dark, pants down. Harder than your ex-girlfriend catching you with your pants down. Louder than the thunder when it's ripping through the sky. Season 3 is here, better open up your eyes.
We got athletes all up in the mix. All
Nice.
The Cobra in the night.
So the full video will be up on YouTube, right? You got to start putting those full videos, dude. You got to.
I want to do a music video, but I need a like an AI cartoony guy, somebody that knows how to do that crap. I think it'd be really cool.
What are you talking about?
Dude, how do
make
I
a music video, yeah.
How do I share my screen? Do I add a scene?
Oh yeah, add a scene, and then you can add media. I think you can do that. You got the rights, right?
I'm
You click
guessing.
on. You have the. Do you have the microphone, the camera, the settings, and then there's share screen?
It should be.
Oh, it's right fucking there.
Yeah. Oh,
All right.
yeah, there it is. There it
All
is.
right, hold on,
Got
dude.
it.
We
Hold on.
got action.
Yeah.
Hold on, dude. Check this out. All right. This is what I wanted to show you before. It's going to blow your guys' mind.
Ooh, I'm ready.
All right. So, what we're going to create, for those of you out there in the world, hey, Charles, how can I help?
I'm so
Don't
glad
worry,
you
my
asked.
friend. We will be here. So, what we're going to create is a duck with a snake neck.
Paul. Oh
The
yes, Charles and I
bat
talked
head.
about this.
Okay, so the other reason I'm bringing this up is you're like, because I need an AI guy, and I'm like, no, fuck that, dude.
Charles,
we got these programs out here, right?
Charles, that's what we're gonna do next week. We're gonna come up with our craziest AI idea.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I got a creation. I want to. ...
I use the hell out of AI. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's awesome. Animation can really. All right, let's do it. Let's make a duck body with a snake neck and a bat head.
The shit that we have nightmares of, we freaking stay up too late. Charles is living in it.
It's coming right up. Ah! Ah!
Looks like a frog. There's a duck
So-
with a
so then you
snake
gotta-
wrapped around it.
So then you gotta walk it down.
Why the fuck does that look like a little baby crocodile and not
What
a
the hell
snake?
is in the back of it?
That's what I'm wondering. It's the creepiest shit I've ever seen.
What the hell?
Looks like it's coming out of its neck. Where's the bat head? I didn't even see the bat.
That's what I said. No,
He's
you got-
creating
you
it now.
You got to walk it, then you got to walk it in, right? Because like it'll show you what it thinks you said.
What the hell?
All right.
It's still all right. For those of you listening, Charles, explain this creation that you've made here.
Okay, so first we're trying a duck body with a snake neck and a bat head, but really what's happening is this is a duck with a snake coming out of its body.
It's a snake. It's got a double head. It's got a second head as a snake.
This is some weird shit.
It's the stuff you sit on the shitter when you're bored and you just start typing.
Try a duck body with only one head being a snake neck with a bat head.
You had to get so specific.
That's what I say. You really gotta walk it in there. God damn it!
This AI
What is that? Is that a chicken breast?
chicken?
There's no bat head.
There's
Stop putting the duck head in there.
No, he's arguing with AI. We're gonna something positive not gonna happen.
Understood. I'll create an image with just a duck body, a snake neck, and a bat head. Give me a moment. Yes, thank you.
Where's it at?
It's pissed.
I don't see it.
Yeah. Maybe it's got to be as one creature.
Oh, that's creepy.
As one creature. I hope it sparks your imagination.
You're telling me it's ready, but I can't see it.
That's
This is an amazing radio show, by the way.
I'm just waiting to see what this.
there it is. Oh,
All right, so we're getting better.
All right, yeah,
All
look at
right,
them
so we're
bat
starting
wings.
to get better. So now it's got bat wings.
What is in that tail?
The
Is it a handle?
No, that's just the ducktail.
It's just
No, there's a handle.
A handle.
That's
It's
a handle.
rubber duck. A rubber ducky.
That's a handle.
Did you mean rubber duck with a
Okay, so
handle?
you could see the snake. Yeah, but it's
It's a
That's
snake
one
with two
ugly
heads.
looking
So,
duck.
listen, for one, the image is. Oh, how do I stop sharing my screen?
You got it. There you go.
Yeah, it's. I don't. To be honest with you,
So that's free. That's
Yeah.
free. So you really got to take the free ones by the hand and walk it out. But there's some really nice ones out there.
I have a AI creation app. If you'd like to use it, we can figure that out.
Yeah. So first, we're gonna do a little Spitfire now that we've done 6.5 minutes of animals from my mind.
Yeah,
I'd hate
So-
to see you in the lab.
a lab. Mad scientist over
Yes.
here.
Frankenstein,
Fly.
watch
I'm
out.
just thinking
Jurassic
of fly.
Park has no idea
No.
what I could
Frankenstein
do.
has no idea what you can do.
Turns out a creative, imaginative mind, like they're not common. I was unaware of this. I thought everyone literally walked around and just saw cartoons. Like
Some
just,
people just can't do it.
yeah. Some people literally look at a tree and only see a tree, and that fucking sucks.
Your
I feel bad for
imagination.
you. Yeah. Terrible person.
Before you go on your little hot spot, because my child did this,
Yes.
I think yesterday. I was sitting on my phone creating edits for my church and stuff like that, and there she was sitting there, and she was like, "Daddy, how do you do that? I don't know. My brain just puts this here, that there, and it just, and then after I put all my pieces together,
Yeah.
this is the final product." She goes, "But how does your brain work like that?" I don't know, sweetheart. My brain just
Yeah.
moves at a different speed than some
You
people.
know, the answer that used to bum me out when I would run across similar people and I would ask them those questions. And there was always one significant answer that I didn't understand then that I do understand now. And I really wish I would have understood it then like I do now. But regardless, the answer to that question is practice.
That is a very true fact.
I mean, there's literally no other way. You just grab 2 photos, and I don't care if they're in material, just start smashing them together because you're going to figure out what not to do. And once you figure out what not to do 1,000,000 times, you find that one way because it don't matter how many times you figure
And
out.
even when
what
you
not to
find
do.
that one way,
You're just trying to
maybe
find the
2-3
one way.
days later, you'll find, oh wait, this is better.
It's going to start, and then it's a snowball effect and everything. But you just got to go out there and be terrible. That's what it is. Don't be a terrible aviator.
So if we want to make this sports related, so what you're saying is what Bronny James is doing eventually should work.
Like in theory.
At that point,
in
somebody
theory.
should have said you suck.
No, but if nobody's going to
you
tell
just
him that,
see the
eventually it's going to work.
But if
He-
practice makes perfect, why is
Yeah.
nobody perfect?
Yeah, one day you might.
What is perfect?
I don't know. Jesus, God,
Yeah.
and nobody can
Maybe.
be like them.
No.
Maybe.
I'm not perfect. I'm nowhere near it.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
I'm just me. But
I had to play devil's advocate on that one.
let's refocus before we go down a rabbit hole.
But no, it does. You become better than most others doing the same thing. There's this do something 10 times a day for 100 days, and you're going to be better at that than most people are making it their profession. Now, there's probably some things that don't work, right? I'm not sure how you're going to do brain surgery 10 times a day or for 100 days. That probably doesn't work.
Well,
that
there
way.
was I saw a video. There was Pistol Pete Maravich before he passed away. I had
Yeah.
a video where he was doing the thing with his hands, the basketball, and nobody could do it. So he like quit doing the videos or whatever, the training stuff. But I was like, there's just certain things that only certain people can do. And
Yeah.
you do things the way that you know how to do them.
Yeah.
Regardless, like you said, regardless if it's shitty. Like when we first started this show, we would yell at each other, talk over each other. We still do, but not as much.
We're getting better.
Now those moments are almost scripted.
Yeah.
Before they were just random, and everyone in the show would be like, and then there would be this like 47-second like, how do we get over that loop? And somebody would always say something they shouldn't, but for the better of the show, it kept moving forward.
You know, a year and a half ago, there was a podcast episode where there was almost 6 minutes where it's just Charles going, and you're tapping a pencil or a pen, and I'm going, yeah, and you're like, okay, seriously.
Why can I not erase that?
There was episodes when Charles and I literally couldn't find anything to talk about or focus on, and it was like, I think that's all we got for today, and it was like a 22-minute episode, and I think we talked for about 6 minutes total. Yeah.
Be that way.
And we were getting some recognition we shouldn't have gotten way too early.
I think people were just entertained by the fact that these two people are talking to each other.
All right. They turned into experts, and that's not us saying that. That's literally the internet.
Yeah, that's Bing.
Show.
Yeah.
Don't leave that part out.
Show. With a fucking hit show. That's awesome. Yeah, we got a lot coming up. By the way, on what's coming up, too, we also have the tattoo and talk. So we'll see how that works out with our buddy Zane up in the old Upper Peninsula.
Oh, yeah.
So we said that we would talk with him more around springtime. So I'm going to be reaching back out to him.
Yeah, you got to reach out to Zane.
Yeah, because I want another tattoo. Just got a new one.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. The Valentine's Day tattoos.
Matching or just you by yourself?
Well, okay, so February 14th was the day we were going in to figure out what the growth was on the wife's kidney, what we were going to do, the plan and everything. And we knew about that weeks leading up to it. So I had absolutely nothing planned for Valentine's Day because turns out when they tell you they don't want to do anything and then get really good news, they want to do something. So it's probably better for you to have a plan to cancel
than have a plan to
not have a plan at all. Listen to me, young men. Listen to me, you adventurous ladies. Listen to me. If they tell you no, it's better to have a plan to cancel than no plan at all. But of course, if you're me, you are just one of the greatest people ever. We know on this show that I'm very humble. We know that I do not bake humble pies to give to anyone other than myself. I enjoy the humble pie. With that said, I am amazing. And in that moment, everything was going so well. And she looked at me and she's like, all right, so what are we doing now? And I'm like, what? You said Rod. She was like, Rod. And I'm like, okay. Find out who will take a walk in. She's what? I'm like, if you can't guess it, we ain't going. And she's like, dinner? Lunch? Dinner?
Life?
And I'm like, what are you talking about? She says, I have no idea. And I'm like, a tattoo shop. So we went in and got Valentine's Day tattoos. Now she got this crazy cool triangle with an eyeball and a needle going through it on her forearm. Yeah, it looks really nice. Shout out Denise. Shout out the tattoo shop, but I can't remember it for no reason at all.
Is it big?
What, Big Guns?
Is it
Big Guns? Yeah, Big Guns. Yes, yeah, Big Guns. Thank you for that.
Yeah, that's where Mandy said that's where she went and got her tattoo. She liked that place.
Yeah, we've got another appointment set up for May 3rd or something like that.
Oh, so nice. Yeah, she wants to go back and get another one. Apparently that shit must be crack or meth, Paul. Meth.
Yeah. You got ADHD. It's definitely going to take care of it. But I was
asthma.
We're saving for the house, and there's always something that comes up, and there's never time for a tattoo. You just got to go and do it, and then buy a couple frozen pizzas the next week or something. You just got to go fucking get her done. It was really nice. And then I ended up getting the Roadrunner on it. I'm a bleeder. That's what the tattoo artist told me. Looked me dead in the eyes and was, oh, you're a bleeder. I'm like, my wife's right there. What are you doing? But it turns out her husband her boyfriend was also tattooing right behind her. So it was funny. I didn't say
You're like, how the fuck am I supposed to know? It's my skin. I can't change this, man.
But so I'm not alone. Apparently many people are bleeders.
It's just skin pigment, thin thing, whatever.
I'm a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what it means. there's I'm gonna tell you a story real quick about things that I've said so much that now I don't have to say them. My wife just turns to me and mocks them back in my face. Apparently, one of those things is I'm a well-oiled machine.
Say this a lot.
I guess. I was walking at some point in the living room and hit something, and I always do the Peter Griffin, no matter what the fuck it is.
So what's your pain tolerance?
Oh, a lot.
Oh, speaking of Peter Griffin, did you see Axl Rose's latest live performance?
No.
He sounds like Herbert the Pervert when he's singing.
Oh God. So anyway,
I don't like it.
so I'm walking through and I hit my shin on something and I'm doing the and then the wife without losing a beat, she asks, "Are you okay?" And I went, "Yes, of course. And she turned around and went, "Oil machine."
Apparently you need a t-shirt, Charles.
Clearly, you need to change your moves because she's got you dialed in.
She's got me fucking pegged. She did the voice and everything.
Did Paul ever get to see the what rotates your gears in the opposite direction t-shirt?
Me?
Yeah, did you ever see that logo?
No.
Oh, I'll have to try to find it. It was like
It's on a t-shirt somewhere in the closet.
Yeah, it was like one of
Turns
the
out I
first,
have a lot of clothes.
it was like one of the first ever things that we did. It was supposed to be for Charles' little segment of the show. We gave up on it because it became what really pisses us off segment.
Yeah, and it turns out when you talk about what really pisses you off for a
Starts to
couple
piss
minutes,
you off. Yeah.
it pisses you off for the whole fucking
What
show.
coincidence that does. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah. Because there are still times where I'm driving and I'm just like, "You fucking minivan." I let him go at this point. Like, I know, I just let him go at this point.
I don't care what anybody says.
You
One
drive
of
a
those
minivan.
disrespectful drivers on this planet is a parent with a minivan.
Minivan, yeah. That's I
Does
said.
it have to be a parent?
Like
It could
you,
be anybody that owns
piece
a
of
minivan.
shit.
They got somewhere to go, and you're not getting in the way. That's what people don't understand about minivan driving. They got somewhere to
They've
go.
lost all respect for everybody. It's their way or no way.
They got you tell them this right to their face. They just giggle. It's happened. The person who set up one of our banking things down here local at an actual bank, not a credit union, but an actual bank.
They are a different type of breed.
Fucking monsters, Paul. They're monsters.
I was like, "Oh, blah 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 minivan," and I was like, "Blah blah blah," and then I saw like the perk and the look, and I'm like, "Oh, so you drive one?" And I'm like, "Yeah, they got somewhere to go, and you're not getting in the way." And it was like, "Yes, that's exactly what I do." And that's like the response I get. Yeah, that's what I do. And I'm like, yeah, I know. That's why I'm fucking saying it.
I have a question. I have a question for the two of you.
Go ahead.
Because I already know the answer from Charles, even because I've been in a vehicle with Charles when
Balls.
this has happened to us.
Oh.
No, Charles, Paul, you're getting on the highway, on ramps, right?
Okay.
Now, Mandy says this to me, and I don't believe this is true. Even though I've been driving whatever for forever, she goes, "You're supposed to yield as the on-ramp driver to
On the highway?
oncoming traffic." And I said, "Bull fucking shit." I said, "That's my lane." But apparently that is true.
You guys,
The law says this.
if
but I'm
you
like,
are on the on-ramp, you have to yield to the already established traffic. Yes.
but tell me it does.
Oh, I don't have to stop.
The
I'm not
person
stopping
on
for
the
shit.
freeway does not have to stop. The
No.
person coming onto the on-ramp, yes. That's why I that's why I stay away from the little on-ramps.
Yeah.
Unless
but I
they're
was
a
just saying, 'cause
two-laner.
Charles and I ran into this on our way up to Lambeau, and he's, "Get the fuck over." It's like, yeah.
No, you wait for me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because now it's courteous.
It's gone both ways. That's
Right.
Who had him in that
If you
day?
can move over to the fast lane, that's what it's called, the fast lane. You move over to the fast lane, and then you get back into the
All right.
daisy lane.
I'm about to be the dickhead of this group.
I already
Nope.
know who you
I'm
are.
not on the fast lane. I'm not in the fast lane. I'm not disrespectful. I live in Texas. I'm not trying to die.
Are you a
Number
middle?
one.
You're a middle lane only driver.
I stay if it's a 3-lane highway,
Yeah.
I'm all the way to the right.
All right. Then it doesn't matter what you do.
However, this is what does piss me off.
Yeah.
Now, let's say the speed limit's 70. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna go 75. Just cuz.
Okay.
I think that's
Right?
most people.
There's
That's
no
most
time
people.
difference. There's only gas difference. You might as well go 70. But anyways,
Either way, right?
yeah. Yes.
10 seconds.
There's 2 lanes that are clear the fuck open.
Yeah.
Why are you?
Why does
flashing
everyone get
me?
up on your ass and then go?
Like, what are we
What
doing?
are you drifting for?
We
What are you
don't
fucking
get-
drifting
And
for?
then
What
you're
happened is you
flashing
probably
your
doing
lights at me like I'm supposed to go somewhere.
Oh.
Bitch, there's 2 open lanes.
Isn't when somebody flashes their lights, aren't they trying to kill you?
I don't know, but then, like you said, they'll ride my ass for 5,
I'm
10
white,
seconds,
so I
and
don't
then-
run into that.
And then they go over, and then it's you want to flick me off like I got in your way. Like, how did we get here?
Somebody said when somebody flicks you off, you're supposed to bite at their finger like it's a carrot or something.
I ask them, I ask them, are we fighting or fucking?
Yeah.
Either way, I'm getting naked. So what are we doing?
Yep.
Most of the
Is
time,
that-
it diffuses the situation.
Is that not
immediately.
the most terrifying thing? Is if somebody starts running at you and that dude starts ripping his clothes off, that you're not going to be like, "What the hell?" And
Listen,
you're
I'm
gonna run
all
the other
about
way.
heads on a stake. You have
Yeah.
no idea. Heads on a stake.
I'm
Give
just
me a
saying,
reason,
if you
but I'll
start
do it
seeing
naked
my
too.
Just
fat
dick
ass,
flopping, running right
I'm
at
just
the guy.
saying,
Yep.
you start seeing my fat ass take his clothes off, and I'm gonna just be transparent. I'm a hairy motherfucker.
Yeah,
And if you're not gonna get
you
freaked
got to
out,
be really angry or
and
really
I'm
fucked
just
up.
gonna be like,
Paul's just got arms outstretched like he's going to give you this.
I'm gonna
biggest
give you a
bear
big old hug,
ever.
and then I'm just gonna
Yep.
body slam your ass.
I knew this
One
was
of,
coming.
one of 2 things happen. You don't fight me, or you try to go after my dick. Either way, I got you.
Either way, this looks bad for you.
Whoa, dude, what are you doing wrestling a naked guy for?
No diddy, no diddy.
Yeah. Oh, this guy's going to jail for real. I almost yelled the word again. Good thing.
What's that? Oh yeah,
That's mental awareness right there.
That's called Prevagen.
yeah.
Get it at your local Walgreens or pharmacy shop. Prevagen. There's a free fucking thing there for you, fish oil.
Yeah.
All right, first sports topic
Cheers.
of the day. USA, Canada, hockey. Go.
I'm happy it's over. The Canada, the world is all again because the United States lost to Canada, and apparently that's what everybody wanted. So
Disappointed as fuck.
why are you disappointed?
When
The
you're
better
on the
team,
top,
the better
everyone,
team
everyone
won.
wants to beat you.
Yeah,
I'm like,
No, I was disappointed as well.
you did all that ass
they
whooping.
were beat up. They
I
had,
hear
they had
you,
like
man.
4. They had
But
3
the
or
game
4
that didn't
guys.
matter.
You know, they had
They won
3 or
the game
4
that
guys.
didn't matter. I know. When by the end of it, they were hurt.
Yeah.
And the 2 people that needed to do what they did what they did, and
The 2 best-
defensively, we didn't stop them.
The 2 best players in hockey were on Canada. Let's be honest; they were the 2 best players in hockey. It's not.
Alex Ovechkin
Yeah.
doesn't play for Canada.
Alex Ovechkin's also 40 years old.
You were just talking about greatest hockey player.
He's not the greatest anymore.
13 goals away from breaking Wayne
So,
Gretzky's
can we
all-time
agree
goal.
that this was
which is
probably a
crazy.
more watched scenario than the All-Star weekend was?
There was an All-Star weekend? Which one was
Exactly.
There wasn't an All-Star weekend. There was a slam dunk competition. That's all I
I
saw.
wouldn't even call it that.
it? Baseball's spring training starting back up.
I mean,
Basketball was on a small break. I know
They're
that.
never gonna do anything like this with any other sport.
Well, it was basketball's All-Star weekend.
Yeah, we have fucking flag football for the NFL.
I don't know if NHL will ever go back to something.
No, they won't. They apparently everybody loved it. It was
Well, this
fantastic.
was the most watched NHL game of all time.
Yeah.
9.3 milli.
I love it.
10 point something milli.
Well, they did something right.
Anywhere between 9 and 11 million.
Hey, if you're putting eyeballs
Less
on
than
the
11,
TV,
more than 9.
that's all
Yeah.
you need to do.
And hockey's way better than basketball.
Let's be honest.
baseball.
You're not always gonna get the
It's hard
fights.
to say about baseball.
Baseball, you're not. Baseball's doesn't. The World Baseball Classic isn't. Even that's not anything like what we.
I just meant like going to a
Nations.
baseball game.
It's not that fun.
I guess it depends on the time of the season, though.
A playoff baseball game is pretty sweet.
I think the first month of baseball and then September
opening-
leading up to October, those are usually like those
Opening
Bergstrom
day in
hooks it-
October.
prime baseball moments.
Bergstrom hooks the wife up with some Brewers tickets every year. So we're going April something.
Or April something.
April something.
April
One of
something.
them days.
I could I could get you tickets to go see the Milwaukee Bucks G League team if you really want. We have box seats or whatever for work. So
What do you mean? That's literally what our show does.
yeah, basketball.
No, I'm just saying sports in general. That's
Yeah.
You just tell me what game we're going to.
I don't know if you want to go. I'll reach out to Jane and ask her. We'll
Look at
take
God.
it. Charles is just like, we'll just go just to.
That's literally what this show does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't give a
fuck
hell
are you
who's
talking
playing.
about?
Basketball.
We went to a preseason Packer game.
This is true.
And a
This is true.
softball.
And I'm going to until fucking Jordan Love took over and the tickets are now $7 million a piece. I was going to watch football players play softball.
That shit to me blows my mind. It's for charity and they crank the prices up. Why not just have it in Miller Park?
Yeah.
Or not Miller Park, but American Family Field. And then you can, guess what? You can cut the prices in a quarter and get 10 times more people in there.
Way more people. You just do it in Milwaukee. Yeah. I don't know.
They act like Green Bay is not affiliated with Milwaukee when there's actually a Milwaukee fucking ticket package.
That's funny.
One of these days, they have to bring back like a Milwaukee football game. I think that'd be pretty cool if they figured out a way to do that, but they'd have to build a fucking stadium. Not going to happen.
It takes them 400 years to build a
I know. It takes Chicago how many years to build a stadium?
Hey, Chicago just rose their ticket prices too, didn't you?
Yeah, like 10%.
10%.
Well,
yeah.
That's what happens when you
got to pay for that new stadium.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you lose football games, you charge your fans to come see them.
Charge
We're
them
gonna
more.
go from a toilet bowl to a toilet bowl spaceship.
Hey, no,
Well,
you got a new coach.
The word is
Lex.
The word is the scuttlebutt is the kids. They don't want to be in Chicago anymore.
I think they want to go to Arlington Park.
But you can't take a money-making team out of a city.
The owners got to approve it, I'm going to assume?
No, you got to start losing money.
So
they're going to charge the fans out the ass.
It's not going to stop them.
I'm just saying.
I hear you.
We'll see. Oh, I know, but this is their plan. This is their plan, Stan. It's not like the Athletic A's were doing $1 hot dog night.
Are we starting to say that this Dallas Mavericks thing has legs then? About what I told you guys about that lady's video? It's saying
they want to go to absolutely.
They want to go to Vegas. Yeah, they want to move the team there because there's more money to be made.
Absolutely. Cuban left because he's doing his damnedest to bring gambling to Texas.
Yeah.
But from my understanding,
this is the majority of the team anyway, so it didn't.
Yeah, he's a minority owner now.
Yeah, because he can't be.
Be involved in gambling because he doesn't.
Doesn't you saw how pissed he was, though, right?
Yeah, that's because he basically brought the team from basically nothing in Dallas to what they were. Let's be honest, he brought Luka to Dallas. Basically, he might not have been the guy that brought him there, but the team that he created, he traded for it, made it to happen. But I'm not a big fan of Mark Cuban anyway, so I really don't. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all.
I'm good with Mark because he likes to have people buy cheap prescription, so I'm okay with that part.
Yeah, he's been doing really good with that. So the reason we brought up, we of course being me and my ball sack. Most people say mouse in their pocket.
Who says that?
Yeah,
Charles says
is that a regional thing?
I've never heard that.
Yeah, who's with you? Who's with you there? You got a mouse in your pocket? You and the mouse?
Start saying that now.
Yeah.
No, I heard people fart and say that's a duck.
Yeah, or I stepped on a frog.
That one I've heard. Stepped on the frog.
Yeah, don't step on that frog. What frog?
Okay, go, Dad.
My favorite one is the who. I didn't realize I married a fucking owl. Who?
Super cool.
Yeah.
Charles, remember when we were walking around when they were playing the Saints and they were doing the Who Day? The Who Day. I go, what the fuck are they saying? And Charles is like, fucking serious right now? He goes, you never heard that before? I go, I ain't never heard it live before. I might have heard it on the radio, but I never been to a Saints game before, so I never heard it. People chanting it like in Lambeau. It was weird. And he's like, yeah, that's just their dumb chant.
Yeah, it's a cult thing.
Yeah.
But anywho, the reason I brought that up, and it did segue, but we fell off the cart a little bit, was this year's NHL All-Star Game, and the word is that they're not changing it, so we should see that more and more, which is great for hockey.
Yeah, there's no reason to.
I think that's pretty cool.
What the hell is the NBA going to do?
the NBA is not going to do anything. There's still going to be the dunk competition, 3-pointers, and then they're just going to go out and play an exhibition game of shoot around.
Why do anything at all, though?
I don't know.
Who knows?
I would rather watch handball than the NBA.
I'd rather play pickleball. And that shit's boring.
Yeah. Old people play pickleball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd rather play pickleball than watch
Old
the
people
NBA
play
all day.
pickleball and then get ACL and MCL tears, and nobody understands what's going on. Get them off fucking pickle court.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science.
Seriously.
No.
The ball isn't going that fast. Yeah, neither are they.
You tripped over your own fucking 2 feet.
They're stuck on the floor.
Yeah.
Anybody figure that out yet? Like, old people can't move that fast. There's probably some 60, 70, 80-year-old out there going to
Tripping
the gym.
over, old ladies tripping
Let
over.
me show this
tits.
motherfucker. I'll still beat you in a race, dude. You know how? I'm going to trip you.
Trip. You don't even
Chances
have
are
to.
you're going to... Oh, fuck no. If they've been going to the gym, why not? I am lazy.
Just
and well
run,
out of shape.
listen.
Run faster.
I'm going to trip that motherfucker.
I seen this clip of this old man racing his grandson.
Yeah.
And he tried to trip his grandson, and he ended up tripping himself.
Yeah.
I was like, what a dumbass.
Yeah. No,
That's me in a nutshell.
I'll trip you. I'll even throw you to the fucking ground. You know why? Because I promise you, ain't nobody going into the race thinking, I should make sure that at least one of the rules is this bald-headed motherfucker can't throw me to the ground. Nobody says that. Everyone looks and goes, oh, he's fat. I bet I can beat him in a race. I bet you could. Unless I throw you to the fucking ground.
How fast are you going to be in the grass?
How fast you going to get up and get back? That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to die tired. So you think I'm going to I'm not going to win tired either.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call chess, not checkers.
Exactly.
Yeah, big
It's this
boy.
life. If you walk in to a game and don't ask for a specific set of rules, you're fucking stupid anyways. That's a you thing. Even if it's hopscotch. Because guess what? You can't use my scotch. Figure out how to hops over that. That's all I'm saying.
What does that even mean?
It's provocative. It gets the people going.
It's sexy. Sexy stuff.
No one knows what that means.
Nobody knows what it means. It's provocative.
So what is that? Fucking movie is that? Oh,
That's all foot.
It's Jackie Moon. Nobody knows what that means. Provocative. Sexy.
There's a song it's off of too, isn't there?
Yeah, it's Jay-Z and Kanye. You guys can't say the title, so I'll say it for you.
Yeah. No, I can say it.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's
Niggas in Paris.
Paris. Yeah, on the album. It's in Paris, bro. Come on.
What?
I was being funny.
I know. It's the same thing when I say, all right, everyone hears me. Right?
Yeah.
Like, even the AI can't figure out I'm saying because I mute
I-
myself. I thought that was funny.
Listen, I'm the token black guy.
No, it's still bleeps it out.
It'll bleep it. It does
It
it now?
bleeps it out because it reads your mouth. Yeah.
Oh, it's getting
Yeah,
better.
AI has gotten pretty
Getting
creative
better.
now. You could literally whisper it and it'll fucking.
Then hopefully they beep out it's in Paris part too.
It'll just be Charles. Charles, go for it. Just do it to yourself.
We're gonna see.
Oh.
We're gonna find out
He's
soon
just like,
enough.
Not dude, it is February, bro. It's fucking February, dude. Look
I
at
can get
me.
away with it, right?
Look at
February?
me.
It's true.
Yo, this motherfucker don't get away with much in February. all
Hey,
right?
yeah. Hey, speaking of spring coming, Charles, I got to get a set of golf clubs because we got to get our golf outing together.
My
How many balls do you have?
nephew just got a new set of golf clubs.
Nice.
They were my new set of golf clubs,
Nice.
but it's not that I bought and used a pair and then gave it to him. I was going to get a pair this year and then found out he needed some. Well, he didn't need some. His parents were going to buy them. They got more than enough, but I felt like I needed to come in and use the old exchange card. Ting!
There you go.
So I've been looking at them for a couple of weeks in my living room because the weather's been terrible.
Yeah, let me know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out what course we can get on early enough. I don't give a shit.
Dude,
duff
we'll
some
go
frick-
just right down the road to that.
Yeah,
I love that one.
yeah.
It's where I met my realtor, by the way.
Nice.
That golf
yeah.
course, yeah, great.
Yeah,
dude.
I'll go
Great dude.
tear up some fucking grass.
It's a Coldwell Banker guy.
Nice.
I've had ties with Coldwell Banker before. My stepmom's mother used to work or run a Coldwell Banker. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. All right, so anywho, next topic. So the Green Bay Packers have been in open talks with trading Jaire Alexander.
It's not going to happen because they're just going to cut him in July.
I thought y'all were gonna cut him last year, to be honest.
No, they'll cut him in July because they aren't going to bring him
What's
into
his
the
cap
season
hit?
and pay him. They're gonna. No team's gonna give him money when they already know Green Bay doesn't want him and he don't want to play for Green Bay. So they're gonna
Hold
end up
on.
in July.
Hold on. Listen.
Okay.
Green Bay had Greg Jennings sit on the bench all year just because he didn't want to leave on their terms, and they didn't want him leaving on his terms.
But Alexander's not, with only playing as many games in the last 3 years, he's not going to demand the kind of money that he wants, and he's
His
not.
Well, he can
contract-
demand it, but that doesn't mean he's gonna get
Hold
it.
on.
Yeah.
His contract was super front heavy. He only has $37 million left, spread out over 2 years.
Only for a guy who hasn't played.
He's the most coveted. He's the most coveted on the market cornerback this offseason.
Yeah, look at the guys that are on the market. They're all like terrible. Yeah, he's got how many?
I don't give up.
The last time he played a full season, he was the All-Pro. I will give you that.
No, listen, that too. But what I'm now defiant on is the fact that a team is going to sit and wait. Hell no. Are you kidding me? I'm not.
Where'd he go?
He disappeared. He cut himself off. I think what he was getting to is he's saying a team is gonna either be super desperate and try to sign him.
Patrick gets mad and
With that,
cuts me out of the fucking. Fuck you! No, fuck you, Charlie! Fuck you! I hit the back button on my mouse.
that's what I told him. I said I think what he was trying to get at, and then I tried to lead him into it. I was like, "Go ahead, Charles, finish it. Finish it." What you said.
But anywho, I don't want other teams jumping on Jaire because here's the kicker: even if he's hurt for the regular season, and I'm a playoff team, I'm calling Green Bay. I see what you're saying.
I'm just
Because
saying,
of his injury prone, we ain't getting a second round draft
all
pick
right,
for him.
if I agree, he probably isn't going to be in Green Bay. But what is the asking price if you had to? If I put you on the spot right now, what do you think we get? Second, third round pick?
I'm thinking anything around a third, nothing lower than many fourths.
And they have to take salary, right?
But
They're
again,
taking most of it or some of it.
no, I think
they're gonna take his salary here.
here's the salary, but
because again, it's a very friendly salary, and today the salary cap is going to go up like another $80 million.
yeah, we know this. It goes up. It's going to go up 12% basically every year, 9-10 million a year.
The numbers don't matter. You're looking at 13 and a half.
Yeah. What Green Bay is probably has to be banking on is if they
17 and a half.
if they do get a late second or a third round, let's say even a mid-tier third round pick, it's a playoff possibility team, a team that needs that extra guy in the backfield. I don't even know who to say. Maybe
as long as it's not a first round draft pick, I don't give a fuck.
Green Bay, you won't get a first round for him.
I don't care. Green Bay doesn't know draft pick.
Definitely, it's a very deep draft, and I can totally see him taking a rookie.
Because to your point with this. He hasn't been on the field much. He's like a 2 or 3 times second team All Pro, or maybe a multiple. We'll say a multiple times second team All Pro. He's had quite a few Pro Bowl appearances, but we're not talking about here. So I'm thinking a third is a lot.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm thinking a third is a lot. I think we're looking at a fourth or a fifth.
And I can see a late third or possibly an early fourth round pick.
I could see a mid.
I feel like that's
and then a contract dump, and that's all you can ask for because otherwise, he's dead cap money until somebody picks him up.
Exactly. Yeah. A mid to late third round pick would be best case scenario. Yeah. And a fourth round pick, like Paul said, an early fourth would be like a gift as well. But, yeah, you're thinking middle of fourth.
Here's the kicker too. It's a business, and they're both fucking professionals. So if we're not going to get what we want for him, I don't see us just cutting his ass in July.
So you're just gonna hold on to him?
I see
Well-
Green Bay. I see Green Bay sitting on him, making him healthy as fuck, and using him as a hard trade piece next season.
That depends on how much he wants to play for Green Bay. Yeah,
He doesn't have to play at all. We can IR the dude the whole season.
That is
They
interesting.
still got to
because of
pay
his-
him though, and that's the thing. Did they
We
want
are
to
going
pay
to
him?
have to pay him regardless.
Not if they cut him, they don't have to. What I'm saying is that you don't want another Bakhtiari situation on your hands where you've got a guy sitting. This is not a good look for the team to have two guys back to back doing this. I get what you're saying because he's more valuable as a trade piece.
As
but
a
I just don't.
business,
Yeah.
I would absolutely rather have a Bakhtiari situation than the latter.
If you have teams talking and asking and communicating with you, yeah, you put that on the back burner
Well,
and you say, hey, this is a
even
possibility.
regardless, Bakhtiari playing against us for the last 3 years of his career would have been devastating. Even though he was only with us 60, 70% of those snaps the last 3 seasons, that might be a little polite.
Do you think they kept him on the books just for good faith? As long as they did.
I don't know, man. To me personally, I think I keep him on the books because it's a win-win for me no matter what. If he gets healthy and stays, he's one of the best guards, one of the best cornerbacks. If he doesn't get healthy, he doesn't hurt me.
Yeah, I just don't know. You've
But
already
worst
quoted-
case scenario, and with the Saquon Barkley situation looming, still heavy on a lot of people's minds, I think. Worst case scenario is you just cutting him getting healthy like that shit
Wow.
ex-girlfriend who then decides to lose all this weight and go, look at me now.
Here's the thing,
Right.
though. This guy has never done that in his entire career, even in college. Like, he gets hurt and he's out for more than a week and he don't play. It doesn't matter what team he would be on. I think
Until you're pissed off at somebody.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then you play your ass off, hurt or not, one season just to prove a
Because
point.
didn't that just come out that he literally was healthy? It come to find out he was healthy and he pulled himself and told the team that he wasn't going to play.
Yeah,
I heard that was literally a thing.
I wouldn't be surprised. But
Well,
again,
I know it's his choice.
But
I'm
here's
not-
the
I'm
thing,
just saying.
Patrick. Again, if he's healthy, then why are we cutting his ass? Why is that even a conversation?
Why are we trying to trade him if he wants to be in Green Bay? That's the other.
If he doesn't want to be in Green Bay, that's a completely different conversation.
Obviously, he doesn't. If they're talking about trading him,
Regardless if he does or doesn't want to be in Green Bay, he's under contract. He's going to have to fucking do things or be fined.
but they are why it was all over the internet that they're trying to trade him, and they're literally taking talks and negotiations.
Now, if you're
from other
asking me
teams.
why would we trade Jaire
No.
Alexander, I
I'm
can tell
saying
you
that
100 reasons why.
obviously they want to trade him, or they wouldn't even be talking to other teams. You don't put that in somebody's mind if it's not something that you're willing to do. They're 100% committed to obviously trading him.
Charles, you're willing, as long as the package is right,
I
to
get
get
what-
rid of. Both of y'all are fine with it.
Yeah, I'm
Clearly,
fine
you're
with it.
fine.
'Cause-
But you're also okay, Pat, cutting him. But you, on the other hand, would be like, no,
I'm not
let's
okay
hold
cutting
on.
him. Yeah,
Let's hold on to him
for
and
one, this
see
is a
what we
fun
can use
business.
as bait with him to see what we can pull out of somebody.
Dude's getting paid millions of dollars. If Green Bay doesn't like what they hear, he's gonna play for Green Bay. And if he doesn't play well for Green Bay, then there's again, okay, play that card if you want to, but like now what
But
team's
it's
gonna
like a
pick you up?
double-edged sword.
Because many
it's a
people have gone
lose-lose
that road.
situation, but a win-win situation at the same time. Like
It's a win-win. I think it's a win-win for Green Bay. It's a lose-win for oh boy, because Antonio Brown made a fuss, Le'Veon Bell made a fuss.
This could be the end. You're basically saying this could be the end of your career if it goes badly for you.
But he's 28 years old.
But he's got a history of being hurt.
Again, yes, that's not what we're talking about.
So you don't want to hold on to him just to the simple fact that there's no value in it. But Charles is saying there is value because if for some miracle this man heals up good enough to where by the time the trade deadline gets here and he's playing lights out, you could possibly go from possibly getting a 3rd or 4th round pick by trading him now versus possibly getting a 2nd or 3rd round draft pick.
One of the Green Bay Packers' biggest problems last season was Jaire Alexander was hurt, right? We're just going to replace that in this year's draft. I just don't see that.
But I don't know.
Good.
The likelihood-
Ask the Philadelphia Eagles.
But that was a luck of the draw for Philly. Like they
was
got
it really,
real lucky.
or was it coaching?
Coaching
you
definitely
don't
played
you
a
don't go
factor.
from drafting 2 rookies to having the best defense in the league just
But what is
because
the likelihood of
just because you drafted 2
But
rookies.
also, what is the likelihood that you actually got to draft not 1 but 2 starting rookies, and it played out?
If
And
you
it
got
happening,
three,
and it happened again for you guys that y'all just happened to draft a rookie, and it's gonna end up working the same way. That's a gamble versus.
I'm just gonna say
Each side is a gamble.
I saw Cooper at Iowa, and he wasn't that good. He got burned by a lot of freaking wide receivers. He wasn't that great. But on the Eagles with that defense and Vic Fangio, he was fantastic. He played the position that he.
Are you calling
absolutely was
Cooper
made to play.
DeJean the Brock Purdy of defense?
Jesus Christ!
What are you talking about?
That's literally what you're saying. You're
saying
telling
that in Iowa he wasn't that good.
he wasn't
No, he
that
wasn't
good,
that
but schematically, because of Vic Fangio, Cooper DeJean is now who Cooper DeJean is.
Yeah,
I'm just asking if that's so. He's the
the
Brock
system-
Purdy.
so the
Yeah,
system
because
made
in
him good.
college, Cooper DeJean was more of a gimmick
He was
punt
like the-
returner.
he
He was
was-
a punt returner.
He was the number 2 rated cornerback in last year's draft. The number 1 guy also happens to play on the same fucking team as him.
I'm like,
I'm just wondering if we're talking about the same fucking
you talking about
person.
the same white guy?
Bro, I watched him. He played for fucking Iowa, dude.
The exciting whites, yes. All right, I'm just making sure we're talking about the same. Okay,
I also
man, bro, listen, you were talking.
Where's Mike when you need him?
This is completely unscripted Spitfire. I did not have you talking the Brock Purdy of fucking defense on my bingo card this episode. I'm sorry. But anyway, I didn't mean to cut you off. Keep talking about Brock.
Speaking of Brock
Cooper.
Purdy, apparently Brock Purdy is getting his contract negotiated right now as well with San Francisco. So let's see what kind of money he's going to draw.
I say he's probably going to bring in.
Debo's out. He's going to be pulling some good money.
Debo's out. You think he's going to pull 50 then?
Debo's already been.
He's going to be traded before
He's
the
gonna be
training
traded,
season,
yeah.
so,
I could see Debo and Devontae ending up with Harbaugh, just so we're all on the same page. Herbert, Debo, Devontae.
Cocky.
You want this Harbaugh shit to work out so well, don't you?
Dude, it already worked. It already worked. He already won. First season in the playoffs.
I don't trust Herbert.
You don't have to. During fantasy, I'm going to trust the fuck out of him. You kidding me? I don't give a fuck what he does in the playoffs. Oh, raw playoffs. I don't give a fuck. He threw 4 interceptions last year. I don't trust Lamar Jackson to do that again. Fuck you. You say whatever you want. I'm taking Herbert in next year's draft. You guys think you can take him from me? Go ahead and try it. I don't care.
I'm not gonna. I promise you.
I was brave enough to take Lamar Jackson in the 5th fucking round because I wasn't going to have another decent pick until the 7th round, and he wasn't going to be there. You know what I'm saying? So if I feel like I got to pull the trigger and I got to go dig in that deep, do you guys see what's over here? That motherfucker back to back.
Listen, I get it. I'm
Back-
scared.
He gets it, but he didn't get it in our league.
Back to back. And the best, dude, I had so many people. We can't talk about this. This is me eating my humble pie. We can't talk about this right now.
Why the fuck not?
We were talking about the Green Bay Packers. Is the other thing they ended up doing too is to wrap up the Jaire Alexander thing. You think we should trade him or dump him? Correct.
What do I think? I think that you wait on it. If the price is right for him, you keep him. If he doesn't want to be there, that is a choice that they're up Gutenkist or whatever they're gonna have to make, whether or not they want to cut him.
He's got a few million reasons to shut the fuck up and
Well,
put the jersey on.
absolutely. You'd be like, hey, guess what? You're gonna play. Or the other thing is they literally could. They're not
because
going to.
He's only got a couple years left before he's a restricted free agent.
They've got the money to be able to just sit on it. I do agree with that.
Yeah, why would you ruin your career? Bro, we watched this from other players, and they didn't go to another team and just drop the act. Like CTE fucking ruined them.
Yeah.
Alexander is not one of those people. You don't. Just because you're not happy somewhere, you could send me to fucking Antarctica if you're paying me damn $17 million a year, and I only got to be there for 17 weeks. Please sign me up.
If the price is right, and he just says, okay, whatever, I'm making money regardless, sitting on my ass or watching TV or playing video games. I'm fine with that. And you guys find me a new home, or I'll just stay here and whatever.
So I got a
AJ
question.
Dillon makes a buttload of money.
I guess
doing
this is
farm
my last
simulator.
question when it comes to Alexander. So when he signed that extension, what was it? 2 years ago? Was
Yeah.
it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Where were you on the fence with that?
No, listen, me personally, I love the dude. I understand that
He
his
was at the
type of
top of his game,
personality.
so
Yeah,
there
yeah.
was
I mean,
there
At the
wasn't really
time,
an
it was
argument
okay.
back then.
no, we were projecting him to be all team, first team all pro the next 3-4 years, dude. I
Just
mean,
expected him to be on the field, and
he
maybe
expected him to be
people's
21
How many games did he
million.
miss here before getting shut down?
Oh, he's
Well,
now
I mean,
played less than 60 over 2 seasons. He's
yeah,
played less than 60% over 2 seasons.
yeah.
And I seem to, and I don't know if the NFL wants this, but from the analytical side, there are answers to questions.
Right.
And every question has an answer on the analytical side. And in this case, the best answer that I've become comfortable with is understanding that it's a business. And that's more or less what it boils down to, is that once we get to this portion of the season, it's no longer a personnel.
Do we want to call the NFL a business? It's entertainment.
It's still a business.
Is it a business, or is it just like the
it ain't a business.
WWE? It's entertainment.
I'm like,
Because there's a
transactions
reason
are
the
made,
NFL allows
there's
gambling.
owners, there's entities. This is a business.
We'll find out with the
It's a
tush push,
business. It's a business, but it's also
because technically the tush push is illegal. So
yeah.
we'll find out.
It's a rugby play.
It's entertainment and business.
And it's illegal from 2 different avenues. One of the rules, though, was taken out in the 70s because it was too hard to officiate.
Yeah.
Which
yes,
that's a perfect reason why you
Yeah.
should take a rule out.
I
Too
told you
hard
why. I
to
agree. I
officiate.
told you that they literally had that press conference, and Green Bay explained the reasoning for putting in the.
It's bad football.
Yeah, it just does. It's a bad look. Yeah.
I can see
It's
both
dumb.
sides of it. I can understand the stop me conversation.
The only thing they want to stop with the tush push is exactly what I told you. You can line up alongside, back behind the quarterback and alongside of him and block for him, but you cannot get behind the quarterback and shove him
Before the line of scrimmage.
before you make contact with the line of scrimmage. Once
After
you make
you
contact,
get to the line of scrimmage,
then you
and
can
beyond
shove.
it, you can
Yep.
shove and push all you want.
Yep.
Yes, yep. But that what you and I just discussed is why that play is illegal, by the way, in a technicality.
I don't got a dog in this fight.
It doesn't matter to me.
I really don't care either. Do you think it's going to stop teams from trying to find a
No,
different
way to
way?
do
Of
it.
course.
Buffalo has a higher success percentage than Philadelphia over the last 2 seasons. Just so everyone is on the same page.
I think there was another team that was close.
Green Bay does it pretty well too, by
Yeah,
the way.
Green
With
Bay,
Tucker
yeah.
Kraft.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
we'll
Tucker
do it
Kraft,
this
he was
But
4 for 4.
there's 2 things I think going against the tush push. There is a hell of a lot of tape showing a successful way to do that without all the ridiculousness. Because Buffalo does it in a sense, but Green Bay does it a lot. And I think I understand now why they did it so much, so they could bring tape to this conversation.
It doesn't give a 50. Okay, so we'll just explain it to anybody who, I'm assuming that you guys are on board when I say this. It gives an unfair advantage to the offense because you're allowing the person with the ball, basically more than one person. You're having the leverage of 3-4 people push one player to the line. That just doesn't make sense. You can't do that on defense.
There's a lot going on with that play.
No, but I'm saying you cannot.
I'm agreeing with you.
No,
I'm
but
just saying.
This is how I explain
From
it
the
to
defensive
somebody.
side of point, are you going to sell out for that tush push? Because the moment I see you sell out 2 times in a row, the 3rd time I'm going to throw a screen pass.
Yeah. Here's the thing:
You can't sell out.
You can't line up over a center on a punt. You cannot use leverage on a field goal to block the kick, but you're allowed to shove on a quarterback sneak. Now explain this to me, because are those not unfair advantages? But now you're allowing an unfair advantage. That doesn't make any sense.
Now, the only real conversation, the only real argument I've heard otherwise, and again, this is why I feel like we might be seeing the end of the tush push, but the only argument that remains to be said out loud, and correct me if I'm wrong here, is y'all don't like it because you can't stop it. Actually, we're giving you a bunch of reasons why we don't like it. And the only thing you keep saying about it is we're better at it than you and you can't stop it. We're well past that point in this argument stage. And I think if that's what you're coming to the table with, you're going to lose.
Right. You want to bring college. Here's college football one. The college football. Have you heard about this, Paul? About college football literally allowing tampering? Like teams are just
What do you
literally.
mean?
What do you mean? You're talking
Like-
about you're talking about teams literally going and texting players, having other players text players to try to recruit them to their team on shitty teams, 5-star players on shitty teams to recruit them in the offseason or during the season to get them to come play for you. This has been going on. That's worse than what Michigan did. They're telling their, hey,
I'm like, I knew it was happening.
It's
Like,
bad.
If you didn't think that was happening even before the NIL deal and all that shit, then you're blind.
Did you hear about Jeremiah Smith from Ohio State? He had 47 unsolicited text messages from people he didn't even fucking know, reaching out to him, agents, all these other people. Hey, we'll give you this much money. Come leave Ohio State and come to our school or whatever. It's gotten to the point where this is like full-blown free agency, but it's really not. Players are allowed to go at will and just leave the school of choice and go wherever they want.
Hey, coaches have been able to do it this whole time.
Yeah, we've explained this, but I'm just saying it's going to be absolute chaos for the next 5 years.
This whole NIL thing, I think, for some people, they didn't see.
Oh, we all knew it was going to get dirty. We knew it was going to get dirty.
The intelligent individuals knew that this was going to go down a slippery slope.
Oh, yeah.
For the ones that thought that it was just going to be a paycheck for the students are the ones that are delusional and in denial.
You got people.
You're not going to sit here and tell me
around.
that schools with like Alabama, Ohio State, Michigan, powerhouse schools like that have boosters that are worth millions and donate millions and millions of dollars are not going to try to persuade students now that there's a floodgate of, oh, we can pay them. So what if we pay you $2 million just to come over here? Because they're not going to pay you that over there. You know
So
what I'm saying?
speaking on college football, you guys want to hear the 2025 preseason rankings? It's just the top three from CBS, ESPN, NCAA.
I'm ready. I'm going to say, I'm going to take a guess. Ohio State, Texas, and I'll throw Oregon in there.
Okay.
I'm going to say... Are we doing it in the order that we think it?
No, just three teams.
Then I'm going to agree with his 3 teams. The same 3. With Georgia as an honorable mention.
Okay, you guys aren't terribly wrong. CBS Sports has Ohio State Buckeyes, and I'm going to give you guys all of these will be given 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
CBS Sports has Ohio State Buckeyes, Penn State Nittany Lions, LSU Tigers.
Huh?
I don't see Penn State or LSU in there.
ESPN has Ohio State, Alabama, Michigan. NCAA has Ohio State, Alabama, Michigan.
Yeah.
Why are they on Alabama's nuts?
Sporting News.
Alabama reloads.
Sporting News has Texas Longhorns, Ohio State, Alabama. And then Bleacher Report has Ohio State, Alabama, Michigan.
I agree. I figured Michigan would be around 5 in my rankings. I think to be 5 or 6.
How the fuck is LSU in the top 3?
That is because that is just somebody's impartial bullshit.
It's CBS Sports.
Yeah, CBS.
They're just trying to get their money back from the lawsuit they had to pay out.
Zach.
That's straight. That's
Charles
straight
said it's a
clickbait.
mouse in his pocket.
Yeah, it's just clickbait.
And it's no disrespect to LSU.
No, they won a national championship.
But
listen, we've been in our off season. We haven't looked at
some of these preseason polls sometimes just piss me off.
They have Nussmeier still as a quarterback. They have a decent quarterback. He's not great. But he's pretty good.
Who's going to be the quarterback coming out of this?
This in 2026?
2025.
I would assume Nussmeier is probably a junior this year, or maybe he was a sophomore last year. Maybe he's a junior this year.
I think it was
I know the guy for Penn State came back.
Drew
Allor. He's got to be a top quarterback.
He's going to be a top prospect, I think. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Listen, if you're telling me,
you got to throw Arch Manning in there.
Yeah,
Arch Manning.
But if you're telling me LSU's got a quarterback coming back from next year,
no, but he got redshirted his freshman year. So
nobody's going to say Carson Beck for Florida
for what?
Florida State
As a backup?
He's not no backup.
In the NFL, he will be.
Back up.
No, we ain't talking about the NFL.
Oh,
Slick
you talking
Rick.
about Miami and the
College.
ACC?
We just talking about goddamn college football.
I'm
right
like, he'll
there.
probably be great in the ACC.
You're talking about the frat boy or
I'm
whatever.
just saying, the
from
motherfucking
Georgia.
quarterbacks who are going to be drafted.
It
this
depends
year.
how much his girl leaves him alone.
You
You
talking about
know?
Carson Beck?
It's $4.1 million.
Carson Beck, boy.
And don't forget your towel.
He's gonna be Dookie.
Okay, but my point
gonna
with
be
my point with this is, if LSU has a returning quarterback, they were a pretty decent football team last year.
Yeah, they did. They just didn't have it.
I can see how they're going to be in the top 10.
Yeah, I get that.
In
In Alabama,
and
Alabama
this is
is
way
name
too early
recognition,
preseason.
yeah.
I'm just stoked to see Michigan back there.
Yeah.
We had one hell of a recruiting
Well,
year.
Michigan. If Michigan doesn't make the playoff next year, with the freaking team they brought in, dude, they are Michigan is loaded.
Not only that, but
offensively.
we've got a cupcake schedule. But
Yep.
I don't want to hear nothing about people complaining about a cupcake schedule. I don't want to hear a damn thing.
Hey, we brought this up. I don't give a shit. They brought it up on fucking Barstool and Busting with the Boys. You don't give a shit about our schedule no more. You just play the game and
Win.
That's
All
it.
I care about is winning.
And by the way, I did count it. It's just one extra game, by the way.
Yeah.
When we did the thing, Paul, with the
We tried
bowl.
to tell you.
No, I told you they were going to play extra games, but I thought it was 2 and not 1.
I still don't think so.
No, the 24, it's an extra game. They play 6.
If they
instead of
start
5.
from the bottom of the playoffs and make their way to the top, yes. I can see that.
But it's still not crazy though.
I don't think if they go to 24 that they'll do a bye anymore, because I don't think who are you going to give buys to if there's 5 conference champions? There's 5 major
The
conferences.
4 conference champions with the best record, that's easy.
It's not that easy if they're all playing cupcake schedules, though. What do
Yes,
you
it
rank
is.
them off of?
Again,
What if they're all 11-1 or 12-1?
who scored more points? This is
Eh,
pretty
you can't
simple.
do that.
Don't listen to me. That's
That's
the way I see
BCS.
it.
Then we're playing
Like,
BCS ball
that's
again.
I'm just saying that's when you throw in strength of schedule though. You have to.
I agree with you. Some of the aspects of the BCS are going to have to come back in if they add more teams, because like Charles said, they got to have a way of neutralizing what these teams are. Let's be honest.
Tiebreakers. all
Let's
that.
be honest.
You want to know how I know this is happening?
Fucking Utah goes 14-0 and Ohio State goes 14-0. Who the fuck is the better team? Come on, let's be honest.
I get that. I get that. But here's the kicker. I know that this is how it's going to happen because it's black and white. Me personally, I've got such strong feelings on this.
We know this because of the SEC bias, too.
But not only that, but because it's a black and white bias. It really is.
Of course.
That brings simplicity into it. Why? I believe there's all these rich, stupid old sitting in a room going, "Kiss,
Yeah.
kiss."
We
And
saw
everyone's
it with-
like, "What does that mean?" It's
Hey.
keep it simple, stupid.
We saw this with the Boise State team this past season. Did they not get shafted?
I don't. Yeah, but
They
but
did.
guess-
They got
but,
shafted.
But here's the thing.
Hell, Oregon got shafted.
Then what do you want?
I
This is
understand.
me asking
Hey.
the fans.
Hey,
This
I
is me asking the fans because no matter what happens, people bitch, right?
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, doesn't matter.
so what do they want?
You know what they want? They want fucking cookies and milk. They want people to come and literally they want the damn people at the ice cream shops or whatever to come bring the A&W to your fucking window and roll down your window and hand it to you. They want people to just be fucking
I'm just saying, like
fed shit.
there is never in life are you going to get 100% what you want.
No.
I get
But they
that.
expect it.
So
They demand.
so when the fuck did this become like an actual conversation of topic? I don't give a fuck what they're going to cry about. I want to try and figure out and analytically design what they are going to do. I don't give a fuck what people are going to cry about.
We go to the college football bowl game, right?
Yeah.
I want Charles to interview. I want Paul to be color commentary. I want you to sit there with a secondary mic, and I will get a list of questions together. Or Charles will, and you're gonna ask these fans flat out some of these questions, and I want to hear them break down their answers. You guys are gonna break people. They're gonna cry.
This is the thing.
I can see people crying over this.
This is going to be the downfall because there's no real fix to this. let's be honest. Like we could
There's
put
there's a fix to it. Yeah, but there's not
But I'm
100%.
just saying, there's not going to be a fix that's going to please the masses.
No.
So, like you said, there's going to be a small group of people that are going to bitch and complain because it's not fair or they didn't do the numbers right, all that other bullshit.
One of the things that we talked about early in the season was the excitement of a school like Tennessee going to Ohio State.
Right.
Or going to Penn State. We fucking got that.
Hey,
and guess what, Big Ten? We beat their fucking ass because they can't play cold weather, regardless of what you want to call it.
And
that's what we say in the Big Ten.
And what are we hoping for next year? We're hoping for a Bill Belichick, North Carolina team riding through the playoffs.
Oh,
yeah!
No.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so.
Okay, again, I'm trying to build a realistic design.
Hey,
here.
I'm just trying to make it fun.
I'm not getting on the fucking Deion Sanders Kool-Aid train
on
with
the
Bill
Deion
Belichick.
Sanders Kool-Aid train.
No.
I think next year will be a can you hack it type deal. You think? I think 9-10 wins for them is not unrealistic.
Dude, the fucking guy's won like 1,100 Super Bowls. He is going to be fucking fine. You don't win Super Bowls just because Tom Brady fucking showed up. You actually got to be a pretty good.
He didn't win one after he left.
But hey, Paul, look at that piece that he's got though.
When
see
was
how,
the last
see how
time?
she wore that jacket?
And his rings.
Yeah, prime piece of ace. Yeah, nobody wears a jacket.
Way
like that.
too many old men are talking about Bill Belichick's girlfriend. I'm going to say this out loud, just so we're all on the same page.
Funny.
Lots of people think it's funny. I agree. I think it's funny listening to it. But again, way too many older people are talking about Bill Belichick's girlfriend.
It's creepy as fuck.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this once. If you're 40 or older, and you're as a man or a woman, I don't give a fuck what you are. And if you're hitting on somebody for either it's a relationship or sexual relations, and they're 25 or younger, you're a fucking weirdo.
What planet are you guys from?
Earth.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because both of you are acting like this shit hasn't been going on forever.
Oh no!
It doesn't. I don't care how long.
Had an entire house.
And listen. I stand by what I said. I don't care if it's been going on.
I'm just
still fucking creepy.
I'm not saying
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Listen,
come on.
Listen.
It's weird.
It's weird.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna
okay.
Tell you
Don't tell me it's weird. Tell me why it's weird.
First of all, because my little sister.
No, now you're making it weird.
That's why it's weird.
No, you just made it weird.
And then,
for him, it's weird.
You brought in a little sister. What are you bringing in your little sister for?
Because she's the same age.
Then she ain't little. She's an adult.
Not for me. She's still a child.
Okay, so
all right.
You see where this is? See,
this is PR's preference.
Okay,
my preference.
Why all these people
right?
talk about it out loud? That chick ain't picking you. She picking Bill.
And you want to know why it's weird, Paul?
And it's weird.
It's weird.
Fucking
it's weird.
weird.
It's weird
why
because
is it weird?
We grew up in the Playboy mansion,
which was normal.
The Hugh
Hefner, it still was weird.
That's
your fucking grandfather.
Pamela Anderson,
jelly.
Big old titties in their face.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
Oh wait, over here.
Jelly time.
Peanut butter and jelly. That's what I'm saying. Baby, bring me some fucking bread.
PB and J.
Oh, make me a sandwich.
I'm sorry, I can't do it.
You don't have to.
We will give you 5 minutes next episode to just give your rant. You just come up with a good rant on it,
I've got a lot of friends who enjoy the same person in enclosed environments. And I've always said the same thing. I don't mind playing games with you. Afterwards, I'm going to go get a beer. You're going to suck a dick. We're just not going to tell each other about it. That's what you two are doing right now. That's all I'm saying.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
How did we get here?
That's all I'm saying. You're welcome.
Pause. Pause.
You know how. You know why. All right? That's what you're doing right now.
Hey,
you are the same people who walk your grocery cart all the way back to the store. Now, I know you are.
I don't
doing
know.
that shit.
I push it towards the cart corral and pray that it goes in there.
Pushes it, goes in there.
I'm leaving it right there.
I'm drowned in here. This is what happens when I drown. I just start throwing random shit. Why are you being so mean? You know why.
Listen, if you ever in your life catch me pushing a cart all the way back into the store, call 911
Have you
because
seen
I'm having a
that fat ass?
stroke.
This body ain't pushing shit.
So side story into that, right? I used to be the person who pushes the cart all the way to the store.
I applaud you.
Do you know how many other people I've seen do that? And this isn't why I stopped. It's what made me start thinking, why
Nobody.
was I doing it?
Nobody.
Not a fucking person.
Nobody.
So I went,
They,
wait
like
a
you
minute.
said, they pay people for that.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Like, not even a fucking priest, not even a fucking nun, not like anyone you think that would do, like the person who's leading the Boy Scout troop, not fondling like A minor,
Hey,
Kendrick
check this
Lamar
out.
style.
I just thought of something, Paul. Did we not bring this up on a previous episode with
What's that, young man?
with Mike? Aren't we all rocking the cradle right now? I'm pretty sure all of us are
old
older
you
than
are?
our
My wife just turned 29.
I'm
Just
6
so we're
years.
all on the same page.
6 years. Paul, let me guess here. I'm gonna guess that you're older than your old lady.
By 6 years.
Exactly. So you can't.
Not
what the
15,
fuck
though.
are you talking
Not
about?
15. Not 15.
Hey,
What's
Paul,
wait, so,
Paul,
so
how
there's a
old was
line
she when
now?
you were 15?
I feel like there should be a gap.
How old
there
was
should
she?
be a rule.
How old was your wife when you were 15?
She was in fucking. I don't think she was born.
I don't think she was born.
Let's just put it this way.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to do the
We're all
math,
6
but I'm not
years.
good. I'm not
Fucking
good with numbers. I'm
hilarious.
trying to do the math.
We're all
At
the
least
exact
mine was
same.
alive. May not have been
So-
talking much, but was alive.
Yeah,
When
that's
she
true.
graduated high school, I was 1 year removed from the military.
That's crazy. It's cool.
And this is the thing, though. This is why I feel like it's weird for me. So when me and Maya started dating, right? Her and my little sister are. She's 32. She's 29 today. That's what, 3 years, right?
Yeah.
29, 32. That's 3 years apart, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. Math
So-
is math.
Yes.
So when we first started dating, Maya was 24, but it never clicked. Whatever. Then my sister called one day right after her birthday. She goes, "I just turned 21." I'm like, "Wait a fucking minute. You're 21. You're 24. This shit is weird."
But it didn't stop you, did it? No.
It was too late.
So
All right,
why
yeah,
can't
this
the same
conversation-
thing happen
But
to
I
this
feel
young
like-
lady with Bill's money?
Because that's like a 30, 40-year gap,
It
my
doesn't
guy.
matter.
So-
I mean,
You know, every time I see that relationship, you know what I think of automatically?
Lucky ass bitch. You're gonna die before you're gonna do anything real crazy.
Adam Sandler with the little kid with the old wrinkled balls and Hooters from Big
wrinkle
Daddy.
balls.
He's got a 5-year plan.
Was this part of your 5-year plan?
Yeah, winning the Natties is 5-year plan, and then getting married and having a baby.
Oh, Father.
All right, we should end it with that because that was pretty good.
Yeah. Listen, I love you guys.
I love you too.
Anybody else got anything they want to add? You should end it with that. Listen to the guy who's been swimming since he jumped out of the fucking boat 33 minutes ago.
How do you know? How do you know? You only been here for 12 minutes.
You've only been here for 12 fucking minutes. How do you know what happened 35 minutes ago?
Oh boy.
Fucking Noah, man. All right, no, so nobody's got anyone.
So,
I guess
so
Aaron
you can't do
Rodgers is
one-
going to Tennessee,
Apparently.
or does he go to? Just real quick,
He's not going to Minnesota.
He's
Please
gotta go
let
to
it go.
They're trying to
I
package a
know.
deal with him and Devontae. Did you see that one?
I know. I think he's going to go to the Rams and lose with McVay,
That would
and
be
Stafford
crazy.
will always be able to hold over his head. I won with McVay, and you couldn't.
And then you see the Giants are trying to get Stafford.
Why would you leave LA for a swamp?
It's not that he wants to.
Yeah.
The Giants want him.
No,
Yeah, no,
the
I'm telling the
are
Giants, why would
trying.
anyone leave LA for your swamp?
I'm like,
If you're a millionaire in LA is pretty sweet. If you're just like big chilling, cleaning the streets and shit, I don't know why you're in California. But
you're not meant to be here.
no,
Go
no.
home.
Go north or get the fuck up.
There's a certain
That's from my
circumference of the
understanding.
West Coast you're not going to be able to
Turns
afford.
out though, there's probably a bunch of people from the north who don't. Wow, California isn't as progressive as they think. North Cal and South Cal are fighting all the fucking time.
Nobody
North Cal
wants-
don't want none of South Cal's shit, and South Cal don't want none of North Cal's shit. Doesn't this sound a little familiar? California? Maybe you guys should like love, right?
Love is
Love. Isn't that how they do it in Korea?
everybody love
Or is
everybody.
it smaller?
ELE.
Help me out, Koreans. Do I this or this?
Ni hao ma. Utabe.
That's hold on. Shoo.
Charles just
Fuck.
What the fuck are we doing?
It's actually a little hard.
It's not working.
No.
It looks 2 fingers.
kind of looks like something. There's the heart. There you go. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah.
Is this how the kids do it today? Bro, I was going through Walmart the other day.
Oh, he did something stupid.
No, the fuck I didn't. I don't fucking do nothing stupid.
That's a lie
didn't-
already.
No, listen, 100% of the time, it's either funny as shit or I wish I would have done it. That's all there is. There is never anything fucking stupid. Just so we're on the same page.
Yeah.
That's, of course, how I see it. So, anywho, again, I feel really bad for people. So, I was reading that kids today and their haircuts just look like this llama. And it was like a llama with the curly little poof hair over.
Yeah.
Bro, and I saw a kid walking around Walmart, and I thought it was a fucking llama.
Oh yeah, the
I was
poof
like,
hair.
oh my God, it's real.
Like a fluffed up bowl cut.
Yeah, it's just fucking. I want to walk up to them and ask them if they know who the flock of seagulls are. This is literally.
walk
they're
up to 'em and
a
hand 'em some-
flock of
hand 'em
fucking
some
seagulls,
alfalfa.
man. Yeah. So I figured that was funny. I'll leave you guys with that.
Why are we here?
I
Oh,
love
flock of
it
seagulls,
here.
baby. Flock of
Great
seagulls.
here, Paul.
Do you know why we're here? We're here because of a few reasons. But if we were to bring in an ancient astronaut theorist and ask, while we were here, were we ever or are we alone? They would give you an answer that sounds something like this. We are, in fact, not alone. And to push it even further, we have never been alone.
She lost back in the child, cause the mind all rest of the blind. Yeah, go now, bad in your life. In school, I see the bag. My beach stick, bring your yard. At a boy with a light skin in the style.